Welcome back to RBD Block Challenge. I'm Cindy Cloward, and today we are working on block number 9. It's called Woven Together, and it's designed by Sue Daley. This is a really interesting block. This is what it looks like in our confetti cottons. This is what it looks like in our batiks. And I'm going to be sewing with our confetti cottons today. I've already downloaded the pattern on the Riley Blake Designs website and cut out our pieces. I'm going to put this to the side. I should mention, download 2 of these. Print 2 because you're going to want one by your cutting station and one by your pressing station, because there's a lot of tips and tricks in the pattern that will make this come together so well if you press your seams the right direction. So these are the 2 units we are working on. The assembly is very similar, but the pressing is different. So I'm going to do them one at a time. So I'll get 2 smaller design boards. These are really helpful when laying out your blocks. So I'm going to put that here. We've got E, we got a D. So that one's good to go. And then I'm going to hurry and lay out this magenta and coral layout. Let's see. Okay, that's ready to go. So we'll put that together and let's take it to our sewing machine. You can watch your pattern. We're going to assemble these 1 unit at a time, but we're going to chain piece them. So I'm going to flip over these units, and they're different sizes. So when I'm done, I'm going to clip my threads in between. But it makes it easy to take to your machine like this when you're using the design board. Okay, we're just going to clip in between. And assemble it back, looking at your pattern, because you can get turned around because they're different sizes here. So these 2 are done, and now I just need to add a small square to there and a larger rectangle there. So we got that there. Oh, no. See, I need to pay attention. That here. And that goes there. Okay, now it's time to go to your pressing station, and there's detailed instructions with arrows of which way you need to press your seams. So let's take this over. So it's going to be really important to press our seams the right direction. In fact, you might even want to print up another pattern and have it by your pressing station to make sure your seams are going just the right way, because it's going to be important when you put all your units together. So as you're looking on your pattern, it tells you to press to the dark side. I've already finger pressed that. Give it a nice little press there. You can put it under your clapper, put it over here. Now this piece, this unit, presses to the dark side as well, to the orange part. And put it under the clapper to cool off. This one is to the dark side. And when you do take this extra step of pressing the right way, it's really going to come to play when you put all your units together. You're going to love how it nests. Now this is the one that is different from all the others. You do press this little square onto this to the dark side, and then this bottom rectangle is pressed to the light side. So So let that cool off. Their clapper, we're gonna bring him back here, lay him back out according to your directions. Get that here. And again, you're gonna repeat this twice for 2 units. I'm gonna flip that over here, flip that over here, and you're gonna sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance on each side. Let's take it to the machine and sew. Okay, we'll clip our threads in between. Now let's take it over here. Now we have this seam right here. We'll put this together. And you make 2 the exact same way. So you would just repeat this the exact way. Okay, bring it back here. And this is supposed to look like a continuous piece that goes underneath the other block. Now let's pay attention to where we're pressing our seams. So it tells you to press your seams towards this unit. So I'm going to finger press, and then all these other seams on the back side are going to go the other direction, so opposite. So I'm going to finger press them first, and then I'm going to get out my iron and give it a nice long press. Okay, this is what it looks like on that side, and this is what it looks like on the back side. And we're going to let it just cool under the clapper, and let's get started on our next little unit. So here we are, very similar layout. So I'm going to take all these stickers off. And do exactly what we did last time. We're going to flip those over and chain piece these together. Okay, clip between our blocks, our little units here. Lay it out, reorient yourself how it should go. Yep, that's right, that's right. So now we only have 2 units that need to be sewn. This one there, and that one there. Okay, let's bring it all over here. I can still leave that on there. And let's look how things are pressed. Now for this unit right here, those are going to go towards the pink. So let's press them going towards the pink. And then we're going to press this one. This is going towards, that's the next one. That is going towards the magenta. And then we're going to press this towards the coral. That's going down that way. Then this unit, both units, starting from, if we put it up here, kind of like the other one, is going one direction. So those look like that. Okay, Let's sew that to that. If you need a pin to remind you which side you're sewing on, put a pin in. Okay, we'll open that up. We'll open this one up. And now we need to make sure they're going the right way. That looks good. Okay, let's take it to our pressing station. Let's see, this should be going this direction. We're gonna finger press this, and then these two other seams are gonna go opposite. And we're doing that so we can nest our block together beautifully as it comes together. And flipping the right way is so important to do that. So that's what it looks like on the back. Okay. All right, now we're ready to assemble our block. They should measure 4.5 inches or be very close. So now let's lay this out. The orientation is opposite, but they should be facing similar directions. So look at your pattern, and you're gonna make that beautiful woven look. It's so interesting. Now we just have a 4 patch. And this is where our pressing is gonna make a difference. See how those nest because we pressed them the right direction? I'm going to just pin my intersections right there. That's ready to go. Flip this over, and then our seams are nested perfectly because we pressed the correct direction according to the pattern. So I'm going to pin my intersections right there and right there. Okay, let's take it to our machine, and we're going to just sew down both sides of our units. Okay, let's open them up. And this is what we want to see. It looks like a continuous piece of fabric, but it just changes color. So we're going to flip it this direction now. And again, our seams are going to nest perfectly. We paid attention, close attention to our pressing. And this time that we're going to nest our center seam as well. You can just choose whichever way you want to flip that, but we're going to nest that center seam. Okay, we're good to go there. Let's lay that out. Let's take it to our pressing station. Open it up. This is what we want to see, that continuous woven look. So let's give it a press on the back side to loosen up those seams. And everything should be already pressed pretty well, so it shouldn't be too difficult to press all those seams. All right, this is looking so beautiful. Now we just need to add a couple borders of white borders to pull this all together. So we're going to add the B on the top and bottom. Okay, let's sew the other side. It's looking good. This is the time that if you have taken too big of a seam allowance, you're gonna notice because your quilt block below is gonna be a little bit smaller than your, long strip or something. So just give it a little tug. If it's easy to just tug it to line it up, that's all you need to do. Okay, so I just gave it a slight little tug to make it line up just ever so slightly, and it's telling you to press out. So we're gonna press towards the white side, that side, press towards the white side on that side. Looking good. Now we just need to add our last two long strips, there and there. With these last two seams, just give them a quick press, open them up. And this block woven together is finished. It is a beautiful block. We just need to make sure it's measuring the right amount. And if you've done all your seams accurately, it should be right on. And this looks really good. I don't have to trim or adjust at all. And it's a beautiful quilt block designed by Sue Daley. I just really enjoyed making this block, and I hope you did too. Join me next time as we work on block number 10. It's called Time Waits for No One, and it's designed by Karen Walker.